Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to mathematics class for standard 5th. Chapter 7. Can you see the patterns? In this chapter, we are going to learn something which we have already learned in chapter 5. One topic is there where we are going to recap our chapter 5. In chapter 5, we have seen the rotations, 1/4 rotation, then 1/6 rotation, 1/3 rotation, 3/4 rotation, half a rotation, like so. That patterns we are going to, means this kind of rotations we are going to identify in this chapter. We have to recognize which turn the figure has taken. Now, one thing which is introduced newly to this chapter is clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation. What is clockwise rotation? You could see the minute hand in this clock. From 12 it moves to 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Whether it is minute hand or hour hand in our clock, the hands move from 1 and so on from till 12, and then again the cycle continues for the whole day, right? So this kind of rotation which is there is called as clockwise rotation. But suppose if it is done in an opposite way, that instead of going from this minute hand, instead of going from 12 to 1, 1 to 2, it moves in a reverse order, that is from 12 to 11, 11 to 10, and so on, then we can say that this kind of rotation is called anti-clockwise rotation. So if the figure takes a turn in a clockwise pattern, we will say it is a clockwise rotation, and if it is taking in a reverse order, then we will say that that kind of is anti-clockwise rotation. This is how our chapter looks. The first page, can you see the pattern? Here this girl Isha is asking something on the skirt of this girl Isha, right? Isha is having one skirt wearing, and she is having these kind of patterns on that. Then we have to recognize that what kind of pattern is this. You could see that this is first pattern, right? And this first pattern, then the second one is exactly the 1/2, that is half rotation. Now for half rotation, there is one speciality, that whether clockwise if it is done or anti-clockwise, in both the order half rotation stands same. So this is the pattern. You can read that one is upside, then it is upside down, then again upright, then again upside down, then again upright, and so on. So we have recognized that how the pattern is there on Isha's skirt. Now again one pattern she has thinking of, that suppose if 1/2 turn is not taken and if 1/4 turn is taken, how the pattern will look like. So you could see the first one. Suppose we will mark this as our pointer, right? So this is our, what you can say, peak of the picture, of the figure, and it taken here. Suppose this is our third, this is on the clock, this is number 3, then here this is number 6, here that is number 9, and again comes on number 12. So this pattern is actually taking 1/4 turn clockwise. I hope you understood that how the rules are there. Now let's go for the next one. Here we are going to look at the rules. Here the first rule is repeating. What is repeated every time? 1/4 turn. You could see the flower's peak has been taken to 3. After 3 it has been turned to 6, then from 6 it has been turned to 9, and then again to 12. Suppose if we have keeping this kind of figure on a clock, and if it is rotating, that will be more easier, convenient way to learn that how the patterns are moving and what direction, that is clockwise or anti-clockwise, and what turn they are taking. So in this rule 1, it is 1/4 turn taken clockwise. Now let us see for rule 2. For rule 2, it is exactly the half turn, and that is also the arrow tells us that it is clockwise rotation. So half a turn clockwise. That's number 3rd rule. Here you could see, from if the peak, that is this flower's peak, that is the point upside, if it is on number 12 and it has been the arrowhead has been on number 9, so we can understand that this is 3/4 turn taken, that is also clockwise. So every time the figure takes a 3/4 turn and the figure next look like this, we have to recognize that after taking 3/4 turn our next figure will look how. So in this manner, now it comes the practice time. Here the practice time we are going to do it in the textbook itself. That is, we have to recognize that this is our first figure of A, where two blue dots are there, right? Two blue dots are there, and these blue dots are actually moving, right? In the first pattern they are horizontal, then little turn, and then little turn, like this. So in our next figure, how the pattern will look like, suppose if you are not convenient with the blue dots, so you may take the horizontal line as well. See, if it is on this edge as a diagonal, right, and then it is standing, again it is diagonal, now it will be horizontal, right? This figure will be then horizontal. So our next two figures will be what we have to draw in these boxes. Now look at this one of question B. First it is lying upside, then it is lying down like this, and then again upright, and then again how it will be. So we have to pay attention then how the patterns are going, how the patterns are taking the turn. So these patterns, first is standing up, then lying down, then standing up, and again it will be lying down, then again standing up. Our one will be looking, this second figure will repeat here, and our first figure will repeat here, the last one on the number 5th. Okay, in this manner we are going to study the patterns and we have to draw the next figures. So this is our next then we come to our next question, number C. On this C we have a triangular. For triangular, as I have mentioned in our chapter 5th explanation, that for a triangle only 1/3 turns are convenient to put, right? So here they have taken three parts turn. Now look at this 4 dot which are up. If you are not convenient with 4 dots, then you may go for 1 dot. This 1 dot is here, then it moved to this edge, then this it moved to third edge. So in this manner, what will be our next patterns? You could see that 3 edges are completed. So our this pattern will be exactly as number 1. Then our 5th pattern will be exactly as number 2. Like that we have to draw the patterns. For number D, you have to draw it by yourself, understand and then do it. Now let's see for this pattern. Okay, look at this pattern, this one, a little tilted, this one towards clockwise. As if we put it on a clock, it will be little bit towards 1, then it will be little bit towards 2, then a little bit towards 3 and forward, like that. So from this 3 options given below, we have to select one correct pattern. So accordingly, as we are seeing that if this broad edge and narrow edge, so broad edge is up and narrow edge is down, so I think so this is our, this third figure is our correct figure. Now using some rules forward, we have to draw these patterns also. Okay, so this 2 B and C will be homework for you. Now let us see this third question where the patterns are given, and from the right hand side this 2 options given, we have to select one correct. Now look at the first question A, where the green dot is this side, left side, and orange one is right side. Then it has taken a little turn, that is we can say a little turn, that means maybe not complete 1/4 but little less than 1/4. Okay, so green has come up, orange came down. Now little again turn taken and 1/4 turn completed. So this is green up and orange down. So from this 2, which one could be our correct one? So this figure will be the correct one. Okay, so here in the textbook we are going to put a tick mark. So in this manner you are going to complete your question B, C and D. We have to obviously take a nice look that what turn they are taken, as well as we have to keep in mind whether they are taking a clockwise rotation or anti-clockwise rotation. So I hope students you have understood how to look at the patterns and how to recognize the next pattern. Okay, that what it will be if we are given a space to draw, or if we have given an option to make a choice. So we are going to meet with our new topic in our next video. Till then, have a nice day and have a great day ahead. Thank you.